Our worldview as Africans is what gives us uniqueness, as a people.
The time will come when that twist that you think you have is going to lean.
The woman's action, was rather drastic.
First of all, the love that exists between the man and the woman has been tampered.
Welcome to Share with Noble. Here is a story of a couple that have been married for 12 years and the marriage have been blessed with 3 children. The man suddenly, on one occasion, while he was just doing some searchings on the family wardrobe, he stumbled on a document showing that the wife has actually bought a property for over 1 year now without letting him know. And he was angry within himself because this is a wife that oftentimes told him that she had no money, whereas he was the one actually doing whatever it took them to do in the family to ensure at least a meaningful standard of living. Now the woman that had been always presenting herself as someone who didn't have money, even though she was doing her own business, just as he too was doing well in his own area, has bought some properties without letting him know. Will he confront the woman now to find out why she had to do that? Particularly, the property was procured in her own name, not in the man's name now, as in Mrs. No, she just used the maiden name to actually procure the property. The man is asking now, what should he do? Is it to confront the woman or to just ignore her, just like she has also ignored him? Or what else does he do to ensure that after that action, the marriage still remains? So it's left for you to do your own research and comment after we may have discussed here. With me to look at the issue, I have 2 gentlemen. Great, Amona. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
And Dr. Candid, you like to resolve conflict. Yes, you heard what I just said. The woman went to procure a property in her own maiden name. This is Africa, and particularly this is Nigeria. How do you view this action of this woman?
First of all, the love that exists between the man and the woman has been tampered.
Okay.
As the gospel talks about it.
Okay.
Whether we like it or not, that's an issue. The man should examine himself, whether there are areas he's erring, or whether there is some attitude that he's putting on that made the woman to keep him, that suspects him, or keep herself in suspense. And again, on the part of the woman, she should also re-examine herself on why the love she have had for the man over the years that has begot 3 children have to die, because the love have died. If the love hasn't died, that's no reason why you should go behind your husband to go and buy a property in your maiden name. If the property, what they bought in, maybe in her name and her husband's name, as the surname, I would say maybe she's trying to surprise the man. But now she retrospected by using her maiden name, which ordinarily she's supposed to have dropped at the moment her dowry was paid to buy the property. So she has to re-examine herself and find out why she has taken such action and why the love he has for the man died. And the man also should also sit back and re-examine himself and find the action that he's displaying that's also triggered the love for both of them to have died, for the man to have gone as far as buying a property without his consent and without his knowledge, and at the same time keep the file in the wardrobe. Well, you might say, okay, if the woman doesn't mean for the man to see the file, the woman must have taken, the woman may have taken the file to her father's house to go and keep. But maybe that's an error. Mistakenly, she dropped it there, thinking that the man will not see it. But men sometimes a man will stay. That means you now have to rearrange your house and look at every cranny of the house and figure out to see whether you have got to find what is already forgotten and it's coming to the fire. So to me, the man should confront the wife on their action. If there's love, by now you should ask, why is this like this? What has happened? If the man is not giving the man a satisfactory answer, the man can proceed to meet the girl's father and find or girl's mother and find out what has happened for her to have taken such an action. Maybe the action could be for a positivity, and maybe the man is taking from negativity. It's by her confession that the man will be able to know the reason why. But however the case is, the woman have done something wrong. But that does not mean she has committed a taboo.
Great, you heard what he said. What is your take on the matter? The man, he says the man should confront the woman and find out why things are working the way they are doing, or the way they are working now. And the man should examine himself to see whether he has deviated from the initial law. Just like the woman also should re-examine herself. So what's your take?
My take is that in traditional indigenous society, such developments are strange, and they do not mean well for the consummation of the marriage. Self-analysis is important, on either side. Self-analysis should precede the solution to the problem. In the balance of the traditional value system, the woman's action was rather drastic, whichever way you look at it. Yes, the man has to reach out to her and say what actually happened. Honey, if I have erred, please forgive me. That is basic. It's preliminary to solving the problem. But if we have taken a very hard look, whatever must have transpired, maybe the man feeling his contractual obligations as a husband or spouse, that should not have foreclosed, a judicial approach. Let us find a solution to the problem. 3 children are already there. That is paramount to whatever we say about this development. The 3 children are there and they have a future. No child, no matter how grown up, would like to have a kind of broken parentage. It does not augur well for the stabilization of society. But like I said, indigenous balance, the woman's action, is a reminder of the kind of individualism in Western society, which is not consistent with our worldview. Our worldview as Africans is what gives us uniqueness, as a people. That is why if when people are saying talking about Japa, there's something here. There's one cultural tonic of African life that gives us our self-definition. So reach out to the woman. If there is no cooperation, then go back to the traditional setting. So within the Ogwa, Ogwa of the family, yes, they have to, and the woman's parents too. I expect that they will frown at this, no matter the anger, no matter the taboo of it. It's maybe an infraction, like what you suggested. Say the man must have done something bad. Going ahead to buy property, outside this is not to be seen as a very good thing.
Okay, now I know out there are many women who are maybe at the verge of doing the same thing that this woman have done now. Most of them, some of them will say, maybe the man is so extravagant. If I tell him that I have money, he want me to give him the money and he go spend it and all that. Maybe hiding under that guy, so they will say, okay, let us. So what advice you have for such women, that maybe wanting to do something like this?
You don't do so that to break your home in future or now.
Okay.
If there is still love, that love is shared, because love what they do, boyfriend and girlfriend also have no secrets. They tell you everything. And of course, there's a moment of gossip between boyfriend and girlfriend. So that moment of gossip should also, exist in a marriage, where you sit down and begin to gossip of what has happened or what has not happened. And of course, whenever I want to do something, you chip it in as a joke. And of course, you handle such things. But for one to have presumed to buy a land, her name and her wedding name, like I said earlier, is a very, very wrong step you are taking. Though it's not a taboo, but a very wrong step in a Igbo setting. And it should be corrected. So any woman who wants to have a peaceful home should always, as a matter of fact, like Pastor Rich would say, the man is not at pair with the woman. The woman have come in as a helper. There can be two masters at this in a home. So sometimes the books we read, motivational speakers have made a lot of our women to understand that they are also at par with the man and they are masters. There can be two masters in the home. Where there are two masters in the home is going to break. So anybody who is acting in that that level shows that she has assumed herself to be the master with the man, and definitely there's no man that would like to have a superintendent when he has had superintendent from his mother, his father, his auntie, his mentor, and there's going to be a man and want to continue to superintend him. No, he wants to make his own decision by himself and decide for you who is the wife. So it is time for our ladies to understand that very well. They come in as a partner. But in this partnership, the man has a greater share of responsibility, a greater stakeholder in the partnership. So they should desist from any action or any act that will sometimes crack their marriage. Some may say, okay, because of modern society, if we crack now, we can hang around. For how long are you going to hang around? Because there are some that have divorced her husband, what they care that to join one social media club or the other and begin to go from one state to one state, partying. For how long are you going to do that?
Even going after other people's husbands.
Other people's husbands, yes. Destroy other people's marriages. So if you do that, for how long are you going to do it? A time will come when that leg that you have that is straight will go to bed, arthritis will chop it. A time will come when that waist that you think you have is going to lean. And a time will come you don't have such energy again. And maybe the children are hoping on will disappoint you, because I've seen someone who has built skyscraper waiting that my children will not grow up, they will not suffer. By the time the children will grow, their house has become an old model. They'll go and be there and abandon that one. And so if you are hoping that your children will grow and they'll take, it will disappoint you. So our women should be very careful in whatever action they are taking and in whatever thinking they think that the outside world will give them outside their husband's house. The outside world might give you a trivial peripheral enjoyment, but the long run is more drastic and dangerous.
Okay, great. Your final take on this matter, particularly as regards to women that are likely to also fall into this kind of a trap.
My advice is that whatever if you man reaches out for resolution of the problem, the woman should cooperate and accede to whatever happens, because at the end of the day, it's still the master of the home, but not like a master, like a despot. There are women who may be ambitious also in that respect. In the long run, they will also lose, because I don't think society will grow on a single parentage. The marriage institution will still thrive despite the fact that the modern economy, focuses on the individual. These things that are happening where the woman goes outside the sanctity of the home, the discipline of the home, and seeks to buy property. What kind of social relations are you trying to entrench? It does not help. So women who have such ambition, they should watch out. At the end of the day, we cannot be trust on the Kiridi society. Kiridi will have to be phased out. Let there be D instead of Kiridi.
Only for those who may not understand what Grace is saying, Kiridi means to hell with marriage. By women. And there's a club called Kiridi that means to hell with marriage.
What the hell with marriage? They have become a clan to the society.
So yes, we are drawing the curtain now on this matter, but don't just watch. Like I keep saying, you should also like, share, and comment, because your own view matters, because we are collaborating with you. And of course, the man we are actually trying to cancel, we hope that like they will say in our debating society, when we're primary school, I hope with these points of mine, I've been able to convince you. So we hope we have been able to convince you of the need for you to be patient and just confront your wife and see why she did what she did, and see how you can move forward from that point. And for ladies who are likely to also fall prey to this kind of arrangement, Gray and Dr. Peters are saying, please don't do that, because it will bring bigger problems to you as a wife or as a married person. So on this note, I say bye-bye.